Lilly just lost big, and it was embarrassing. Their legal strategy against Willow Health didn't just stumble, it utterly failed, and the ruling out of the federal court in Los Angeles may reshape the entire fight over GLP-1 access. Welcome to Downsized, recorded live from the Caribbean aboard the MSC Seashore on our way to Costa Maya, Mexico. If you're new to our channel, my name is Christopher Durham. My wife Lorraine and I are a suburban couple, parents of 3 kids who are 18, 20, and 28. We live in North Carolina, and together we've lost more than 150 pounds on our GLP-1 adventure. I've personally used Lilly's Zepbound and Mounjaro, as well as compounded Tirzepatide, and lost more than 100 pounds. Before we get started, I want to be clear, we are not doctors. We are not lawyers. I'm a dad, a husband, and a patient sharing my experience, helping unpack what is happening in the courts and in the GLP-1 world. If you need medical assistance, please make sure you talk to your doctor. And for those of you who have been following along, you know that Lorraine and I, and even the Downsized, have been featured in these lawsuits and quoted in filings. But let me also be clear, we have no connection to Willow Health. We have never used them, and to be honest, we had never even heard of them until this court case was filed. So let's get into it. Eli Lilly has been on a legal offensive. They have filed lawsuits against at least 4 compounding and telehealth providers, and honestly, I think there's about 100 cases between them and Novo out there right now. The company claims these firms sold unapproved versions of Tirzepatide, the active ingredient in their best-selling drugs Mounjaro and Zepbound. The cases are against Willow Health, Willow Health, and Delilah, as well as Henry Meds, were filed in San Francisco. The case against Willow Health Services was filed in the United States District Court for the Central District of California in Los Angeles. We covered the Willow Health hearing last week. That case was not dismissed outright, but the judge reacted very negatively to Lilly's arguments. The court gave Lilly a chance to amend the filing, but the message was clear. Their initial case was weak. This is not your best work. Now in Los Angeles, Judge Andre Barata Jr. has dismissed Lilly's complaints against Willow Health, and once again, Lilly's strategy came apart. Lilly said Willow's advertising was misleading. They accused Willow of marketing compounded Tirzepatide for cosmetic weight loss. They said Willow promoted daily drops as powerful alternatives, mixed Tirzepatide with vitamins, and claimed unproven benefits, called their products personalized, and told patients their pharmacies passed rigorous evaluations. Lilly argued these practices threatened patient safety and lured people away from FDA-approved Mounjaro and Zepbound. Judge Barati, however, saw it differently. He did agree that Lilly and Willow are direct competitors. Willow's own ads said their product used the same active ingredient as Mounjaro and Zepbound, so Tirzepatide, but that was not enough. Being competitors did not prove Lilly suffered real harm. In the judge's words, the plaintiff has failed to plead a single lost sale or a result of defendant's alleged false advertising. That one sentence undercut Lilly's entire case. And it didn't stop there. Judge Barati also wrote, plaintiff has provided no plausible chain of inferences showing how defendant's advertisements could harm plaintiff's business. The lack of evidence was glaring, and the court called it out. Then came a striking reminder about how prescription drugs actually work. The judge explained, regardless of what an advertisement says or what a consumer wants to buy, obtaining a prescription medication requires a physician to prescribe it. A physician prescribing a compounded medication is the proximate cause. That statement gutted Lilly's theory that advertising alone diverted business. And the judge wasn't done picking apart Lilly's claims. On Willow calling its products personalized, the order said, the FDCA provides that compounded drugs are personalized because they are manufactured for an identified individual patient based on the receipt of a valid prescription order. In other words, Willow's language was aligned with federal law. Huge statement. On the claim that Willow's pharmacies passed rigorous evaluations, the judge dismissed it outright, writing that these statements were non-actionable puffery and opinion. Marketing language, yes. Legal violation, no. And on Lilly's state law claims, the judge was equally direct, because plaintiff has failed to allege lost money or property as a result of unfair competition. Plaintiff lacks standing under these statutes. Without evidence of lost dollars, Lilly's California claims collapsed alongside the federal ones. Lilly's carefully crafted legal strategy looked flimsy at every turn. What was supposed to be a strong case fell apart, and the ruling left no doubt. Judge Barati dismissed the case without prejudice, which means Lilly has 30 days to amend and refile. The order said, plaintiff's complaint is dismissed without prejudice and with leave to amend. Any amended complaint must be filed within 30 days of this order. So this is not the end. Lilly can come back and most likely will. But if they want another shot, they will need real evidence. Patient surveys, physician testimonies, insurance data, sales data, something more than a reputation in theory or mudslinging. For patients, for you and I, this matters. The court sent a message to Lilly. Vague claims of reputational harm are not enough to shut down compounding. If Lilly wants to win, they have to show real-world consequences. For now, compounding pharmacies, patients like you and I who rely on those pharmacies can breathe easier, but the fight is far from finished. And when you look at both the Mochi Health hearing in San Francisco that we covered last week and the Willow Health dismissal in Los Angeles, you see the same pattern. Judges are skeptical of Lilly's sweeping claims. In one case, the court's reaction was negative and demanded stronger evidence. In the other, the complaint was completely dismissed outright, with the same challenge to try again. Back-to-back outcomes that leave Lilly's strategy looking weak. For a company their size, it's more than a setback. It's embarrassing. It's a pitiful legal strategy. But while Lilly recalibrates, patients are caught in the middle. Big Pharma makes billions, Little Pharma makes millions, and all too often, patients are reduced to numbers, to dollars instead of being treated as human beings fighting for our lives, fighting to afford the medications and the tools we need to treat the deadly disease of obesity. To date, there are no heroes here, and I'm left wondering, will a hero emerge? A hero that earns our dollars, our trust, and our loyalty. So far, it's not Lilly. If you've made it this far, thank you for being with us. Thank you for being a part of the Downsized. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone who needs to understand what's happening in the GLP-1 world. We will keep following these cases, these fights, and this adventure every step of the way. This is part of our lives. We publish a video every day, so make sure you like and subscribe. My name is Christopher Durham, and we are the Downsized.